Welcome into WCSN's continuing coverage of Arizona State hockey. I'm Joe Constantin, joined by Plain and Colton Dodgson. Now, guys, you saw Arizona State split the series with Alberta 1-1. Megan, what did you see in the two games as you saw Arizona State win in a shootout last night, but then lose in a shootout tonight?
You know, Joe, the biggest difference was just the momentum in each game. The night before, we saw ASU had that momentum. In the third period, they had 14 seconds left on the clock and managed to tie up the game. So they were able to carry that momentum into the shootout, into that overtime, and then they got the win that night. But then tonight, we saw it the other way around. ASU had a 2-0 lead in that third period, but Alberta tied it up. They're the team with the momentum in that overtime in the shootout. So I think that momentum, that's what played the key role, is whoever had the momentum, that was the one who won the match.
Now, the momentum getting started for Alberta in that third period with Arizona State going to the penalty box. What was the big difference you saw in the two games, Colton?
Well, for me, it's a no-brainer. I think that third line played out of their minds. Ryan Belanger, Liam Norris, and Ryan Ostertag all played incredible. They combined for 7 points in this series. It was really great to see that veteran leadership start to step up. I know there's so much hype surrounding the freshmen in this class, but again, it's great to see those older guys start to step up and make an impact for this team, and they did it this weekend.
Now, Arizona State, a team that is not known for losing at home, does drop one tonight, and they've only lost 3 in their last 50 games here, Megan. How does that play into their games going into next weekend?
You know, Joe, I really don't think it plays that big of a role into next weekend's game. And the good thing for them is that this was an exhibition game. So this game tonight, it does not go down as a loss for them. So I think, as far as their record goes, not that big of a deal. It doesn't count as a loss. And now going into next weekend, I don't think the loss is going to be a problem because they played a hard-fought game both nights. They played very well. So going into next weekend, I think they'll have that on their mind. All right, we did really well. We'll bring that into this game, and they'll just change a few things that they did wrong, and then I think it'll be a positive for them.
Defense is something that we saw Arizona State really step up in the series against Alberta. How do you think that goes into effect for next weekend, going up and playing Troy, New York, playing against an NCAA team-level team again? What do you expect?
Well, first and foremost, this series was huge. While Alberta isn't an NCAA team, they play in the CIS, and they're 12-4, in the CIS, and they're a very good Canadian team. So the strides that we saw in this series, I think they should play even better against RPI next week. And granted, they are going back to the NCAA ranks. But again, as I previously stated, this is a great Canadian team. So to see the signs that they showed on the ice tonight and Friday night, it was very encouraging.
I'm going to add on to that. In the CIS, they are a very good team. They have the most cups of any team in that league. So I do think that it was a great matchup for the Sun Devils to test their skill against a very skilled team.
And Alberta was a skilled team, guys, as they've been playing as a team since the beginning of September. But for more Arizona State hockey coverage, you can log on to CronkiteSports.com. For Plain, Colton Dodgson, I'm Joe Constantin. Have a great night.